today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then, and they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 65 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Denver.
Here's Madison. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And Oliver made the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. Quick slant to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Here's Jones on first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Ball carrier.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Jones pass. intercepted.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete.
Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookies...
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Richard Sherman.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
No gain on the
Out
play.
on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Going on the ground with Madison. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, this is Madison. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
1st and 10. At their own 15.
The Browns set to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run with Hunt.
37-yard line.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing, Jones. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Throwing again. Jones. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Past the 20.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this for free.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hopkins. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
On for the point after.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Broncos first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. This one caught by Ridley. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Wow. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis.
Jones pass intercepted by the Broncos.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
They're going to run with Madison again.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 30.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey.
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First and 10.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Jones has just thrown his third interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Coming to you. Right there.
They'll run it with Madison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Madison, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns 20.
Now the former 4th-round pick is Kalen Ballage. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 24.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Brought down.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try to run with Madison, and this time he is in. Yes. Alexander Madison. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
4-yard line.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That keeps the score.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. Just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He got 29 yards that time.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Alexander Johnson. A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
For DeAndre Hopkins.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Denver's offense ready to go again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now an open man. That's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Denver.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Again, Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Now a give to Madison. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Now it's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped up.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And Madison hit, and the ball pops free.
And this is picked up by the Browns.
Herbert's pass.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They would try to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down.
And 5.
One last throw here for Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
39.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, they close out this first half at a very